You are now watching the 2025 season of Farming with Duffy Ag.
Welcome back to the channel. So we have been running manure for a few days. Mac's been doing his thing. Slight hiccups. We had to mess with the brake cans in the back. We were doing some like off-road and going places, twisting and turning, things like that, but still running along. So we got Mikey with us. AJ and Dan, they're pulling out of the other pit, so we don't see much of them. Yesterday we went up and into Vermont and spread on some of their fields up there. Mikey's gonna try to go along with us, see if he can make the corners. Matt just got the pump tractor started. So we are running out of ground because we're catching the choppers. And not a lot of people have started chopping corn. There's everybody in the comments like, oh, somebody's gonna start here and there. Problem is they started chopping, this is their second week of chopping. They started last week. And they're finding green corn, so they gotta skip this part of the field or that part and jump to a different field because moisture's not right, and then feed quality would be the effect. So we are actually going to stop, not run tomorrow. Tomorrow being Friday, I'll get caught up on some things, so you guys will see this video, and that will be why we got videos out to you guys. Going to bed or waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, getting up here, and then getting home at 9-10 o'clock at night, going to sleep. At most 5.5 hours is catching up on me. But our plan is to run this truck aggressively so that we have a good amount of funds going into the fall and into the harvest and our grain bins and things like that. But we're gonna have a lull here because other people's manure is not ready yet, or other people's corn's not ready yet, so they haven't taken it off. So the manure is there, everybody's late by like 2 or 3 weeks, which is wild. Valve's open a little. But alrighty, I'll take you guys along. I'll show you what we've been doing the last few days. And the old dog will keep running. She needs a bath. Our plan was to not run here today and tomorrow, and we're going to a different farm, but we're going to run today. And then Monday we're going to a different farm for probably 2 days. Might run both trucks, get some manure out there, and then we might have a lull for a week or two. Alrighty, I don't have Yanko with me. I'm definitely going to need my sunglasses. I didn't think about that. Let me grab those out of the car. Yanko's staying at home today. He's been running with me, but Harley's home. Actually, she's got to go do some work. Let me grab my sunglasses. Okay. Now we can see into the sun. Which, on my way in this morning, I guess I saw a spaceship or a satellite going across. Couldn't get any footage of it, but it's on the internet. I thought I was seeing things. I thought I was overworked and underpaid and not enough sleep. So, this is a Slurry store. It's over 3 million gallons, maybe 3.5. We got just about 3/4 of the panel left. Granted, the other pit should be 3 million gallons as well. So 6 million gallons, 6.5 million gallons probably of storage at this farm. And Matt was saying at the peak they make 8,000 gallon trailer loads a day of manure. So 64,000 gallons of manure per day. We're ready to go. Got the 7140 on the pump. The people want to know what you're doing.
Opening a valve.
Josh wants to know what that does.
Josh wants to know this is agitating the floor.
There's 3 agitation ports and one up over the top.
Yes, sir.
1, 2, 3. We're good at this.
You gotta put that in the video. Josh wants to know.
Josh wants to know. Josh works here, and when I first started hauling here, he was pumped. They're all good people here, but Matt's opening agitation on the bottom, depending on which nozzle he wants. so that he can break up any solids. They did pull panels out and went in and took every solid out of that. So in my eyes, slurry stores are great and everything. A lot of places, you gotta, to get manure money, you have to have an engineered plan, and putting concrete in the ground can get interesting depending on where you're at, watersheds, things like that. Slurry stores, I believe they have all engineered plans for all of them, so they're easy, but at the end of the day, yeah, they sit above the ground like this. So the big downside to them, one, their pumps are slow. You can upgrade them, you can go over the top, you can do a lot of different things. They're slow. Two, they do not like solid manure. So in our previous life, we always had to add about a foot of water, and ours only held, at that point, was like 620,000. So one of these panels holds more manure than that one, but we'd add a foot of water to it and then agitate it to get it going. So, but like I said, there's a concrete pit over there, and they transfer manure from here to that pit when they need storage. But they are in the middle of a barn expansion to reallocate cow area, open up more space, and they had to jackhammer a bunch. So, actually blast, not jackhammer, blast a bunch to get into it. So there's battles of farming and building and doing everything else like that. We're gonna see that when we start the bins, I know. This stuff's getting a little thicker, so once it starts raising up, I walk back in, shut that valve, and we go haul some manure. Raising. It's a two-hand job, so. Oh yeah, I've never even noticed that one. That one rotates one gun, that one rotates another, then there's another one over there. So inside these go out, go up in a 90, and then spray out, and you can rotate them in a full 360 so that you agitate everything. We'll go spread. Huh? A cake?
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 Cake.
No.
No?
It's 8 o'clock in the morning.
So?
I'm watching my figure. Alrighty, so we're just gonna pull out of here. The farm will start chopping at some point this morning, between feeding cows and everything else, and your labor force. You gotta have it all rolling. I don't know if the guys, nope, the other guys aren't down there yet, pulling on another path. Aren't as clean as I thought. Chopper store right, so newer 960 for them this year. I think it's got low hours on it. Okay, so we pull up here and the pavement ends. You're into Vermont. Valley narrows up a little bit, but there's some ground up through here. So, stream goes across there. I'll have to get some footage when it's not so sunny out.
off the left or the right side. Got it pretty well covered, so this is Vermont ground. So over the winter, it cannot have the land spread manure. Give ourselves a little pathway back out. It's been tricky because it's so dry. You spin out in some sand spots, and you don't want to drive on manure, but there's spots where you can drive on manure to get around, and you get lucky. So hit or miss, but spread it in low gear. Honestly, this is our first year field spreading, getting the ability to spread all year long, and I'm glad we should have done it years ago. Well, we changed the PTO on the actual Mac transmission to Mac PTO. It's opened up a lot of ability. Previous to that, we just transferred. So glad we did that last summer. And this is actually the first place we field spread. Down on they're actually doing it right now. There's a 35-acre field down towards town, and they're getting that covered while I work up here on these fields that they can't get into. We are 100% covered on all our ground, and I believe the other group of trucks is all done. We're running out of ground. We do got to get this hydraulic line fixed. It's that one up there is leaking. But I'll drain the tank and I'll figure out exactly what we're doing. Been a good time, honestly. Some good foliage too. Rather not get covered. I've been so clean all day. There we go. They have got quite a bit of corn off down through here. We won't be spreading manure on it, but hopefully come next week they will have a good amount to field spread. We'll give them a break and let them get ahead, and then we won't be back is the plan. So yeah, corn season is undergo. It's definitely, like I said before, has a pause to it at some point because corn is not ready in a lot of locations, but we'll make the best of it. So they were down here while I was going up the road. They were coming down and they covered this 35 acres here. And Matt is out running the Lemkin across it. A little dusty, but they're gonna put Triticale into it. Got woo-woo light on and all. Made it to next week's stop. So we have been here before, MMT Cattle. I really enjoy working for them. Great people. We've hauled corn into here for ourselves, and we got one pit to empty, I think. Here comes the pickup. We got a rattle in the front end. We know what it is now. But Harley's picking me up. We are gonna move and get the white truck over here, run 2 trucks at least next week for 1 day, because she will be off doing some things, but I got her for 1 day, maybe 1.5 days. I think it's 1 day. I think they're leaving early. But we'll get some gallons out here next week, and we'll do some projects at home. So we'll go back to where we were spreading at Chambers once they get more corn off. But we caught the choppers and there was no point. And we got about 2 days, maybe 2.5 days of work to do here.